But
Versus.
VERZUZ, yeah. So look, I want to know about VERZUZ because I've heard that you all are changing the game. It's like you're blowing it up. And I want to know, like, how many millions did you all just have just this past weekend, you know, viewing the whole thing? Like,
with Erykah Badu and Jill Scott.
I think it was like a million, but the impression was like over 1 billion. I think you know, the beauty that we get out of it is serving the people. You know what I'm saying? Like, to see what people do, to see the comments, people say what it's doing to their soul. You know, because we, you know, even though it's a good idea, it's a great idea, we really in a pandemic, and a lot of people mental health. You know, people say they're tired of staying in the house, but it's really people really tired of staying in the house and don't know where the next opportunity is coming. So, you know, that's why we say it's for the artist, by the artist, and for the culture and by the culture. You know what I'm saying? So for us, it's a way of making a great business, but also giving back. So you just want to be careful how you transition, you know, how we move that, because, you know, right now it's healing a lot of people. You know, a lot of people, the Erykah Badu and the Jill Scott really touched a lot of people. So it was a spiritual moment.
It was.
It was a vibe.
You know, and then it make you listen to the words that we've forgotten about of these meaningful records.
Yeah, I went back and watched it. I think it was, you know, really good. I think it was presented well. I love the songs that they started off with, you know, real kind of Christian vibe in the beginning. You know, I enjoyed it. But what made you, you know, what inspired you really to kind of connect with Swiss Beats? And how did you even come up with VERZUZ and the whole idea of it?
Well, me and Swiss had this idea back about four years ago. And we did it at Hot 97 Summer Jam, and we had this idea like called VERZUZ, and sometimes, as you know, God worked at His time, so it wasn't time for the idea to be birthed yet. So it was one day I was at the house, and something just told me I just start like hitting out the Swiss, like, yo, we need to do this, we need to do our VERZUZ thing right now. He's like, right now? Yeah, right now. We need to do it right now. I'm telling you, it's gonna go. So we did it. And we did it. And after that, it took, you know, God from there, it took.
I mean, you know, can we really talk about how, because I've watched over the Saturdays, the different competitions. And for me, it's not competition, it's more like celebration. But there was definitely a difference between the men going back and forth versus when Erykah and Jill went. It was like a nurturing experience. It was like falling in love with music all over again. Like, how did you guys feel?
Women are different.
Anyway, we are very, very different.
Come on, we're nurturers. We minister.
But as
it was good.
For you and Swiss, like, did you guys like see like, oh, okay, maybe we need to make sure we balance this out and have women involved?
No, like we see the culture. We see what people want. You know, like people can ask for requests, but at the end of the day, it's a lot of work behind it. So you try to curate. It's really about curating a great playlist and putting mismatch up that you wouldn't actually think of, and try to play with your mind a little bit. So, you know, we knew that the ladies got to step up, but the thing about it is getting the ladies to step up. So it's like once the
hold on now, what you saying?
Because ladies don't want it. They didn't want it. No, because like even just talking to Missy, like right now, she's like, no, I just want to stay in the crowd. I just want to stay in the crowd. Like it's musical chess. So a lot of people don't understand, like when they hear the word battle, they think like, oh man, people try to pit us, all this stuff. So but it's really a celebration.
Yeah.
And so now that people understand it, it's VERZUZ, but it's like, what did that song do for you? When you're Erykah, she was like, remember I was here, it's a master class.
Yeah,
it's an education.
It's a master class.
It is.
It's a master class.